Okay, thank you everyone for coming and welcome. Some of you may know me. I'm Emil, 9 Alpha 7 Echo Uniform, also known by some as The Voice, and today I'll be the voice of Mladi u Eteru, the project by Croatian Amateur Radio Association, about our youth annual report for last year and this year as well. So let's start. Recap from last time. Some of you were here last year, and you may know that our presentation was about retention of youngsters in amateur radio and what we need to do to make a young ham, and the criteria were opportunities, connections, hands-on experience, and public relations. Meaning giving opportunities to young hams, connecting them with other young hams, giving them hands-on experience in contesting, in construction and stuff like that, and of course public relations, showing amateur radio to the world, to people who don't know what amateur radio is, that we are not some niche hobby, that we are here and present. So what's the current youth situation in Croatia? Well, here are some numbers. I will not bore you with everything. Around 20 courses per year, with around 100 to 130 youngsters that pass the exam. Around 6 to 7 camps for youth in Croatia only. Students in the competition of young technicians, about 200, which is a 20% increase from last year. And participating clubs always between 25 and 30 per year. And of course, 100% of the activity budget from the Croatian Amateur Radio Association goes towards youth activities such as camps, education, stuff like that, and of course conferences like this one. And here are some highlights from last year. Since the presentation is in a different format now, everything got yeah. So, YOTA Camp 2024. Here we have a few youngsters that were on that camp, and I will let them tell you about it. I will not speak because I was not present there. So, please welcome. Introduce yourselves, and you know the drill.
Okay. Hello, my name is Erika. My call sign 9 Alpha 3 Charlie Fox Fox. I was on YOTA Camp this year with Ella, 9 Alpha 5 Alpha Foxtrot Quebec, and Michael, 9 Alpha 3 Alpha Charlie Zulu. The YOTA is actually in general made for youngsters to meet other young people who are interested in radio amateur work. And it's important because of building community and interest in radio operating in all modes.
Okay. As Erika said, my name is Ella, 9 Alpha 5 Alpha Fox Quebec, and I'll tell you a bit more about some of the activities we participated in this YOTA camp. So there were a lot of different presentations, some activities like kit building activities, ARDF, then also presentations from other teams about the activities in their own countries. And there was also a youth working group where we discussed some problems about working with young people in our countries, and we offered or brainstormed some ideas for the solutions. And as Emil said, as he mentioned at the beginning, this camp covers all of the things that make young people and keep them interested in amateur radio.
Thank you very much. And we'll continue in the same way with. Okay, this is a different order than I put it in, but okay. So camps for youth in Croatia. Here we have 2 camps, example camps. As I mentioned previously, we have 6 to 7 camps a year, so we couldn't fit all of them into this presentation. On the left, we can see the Karen camp in Lipik, Karen meaning Croatian Amateur Radio Emergency Network. in Lipik, where youngsters learned about NVIS antennas and emergency communication. And on the right, we have Star Village Mosor camp, which also covered a lot of radio astronomy, regular astronomy, all different types of radio communication. And both camps were sponsored by the Croatian Amateur Radio Association. Also, we have RDF camps in Bjelovar and in Cernička Šagovina camp, also sponsored by the Croatian Amateur Radio Association, where youngsters learned, of course, RDF and some construction stuff and hands-on experience, which I mentioned previously. So, the Young Technicians competition, which I mentioned on the first slide, around 200 students from 16 radio clubs participated, with a 20% increase from last year. That competition is basically a competition of technical skills, such as constructing circuits, building circuits and radio communication. There are a lot of categories for it, and some of our youngsters were also mentors to other youngsters on these camps, or competitions, and overall quite a good result for amateur radio. Yeah, this is a very novel thing. Radio clubs Jan Hus and Nova Gradiška, they participated together in two different contests. So youngsters from two clubs were competing together as a team in two different contests, and I have some guys from those clubs here who can tell you more about it and how that went. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Matej. I'm 9 Alpha 3 Bravo Victor Echo. We had a couple of collaborations with 9 Alpha 1 Alpha Alpha Yankee Radio Club. The previous one was last year in December, IOTA contest round number 3, that was 12 hours long. Collaborations were pretty much to have fun, have new experiences, meet up with other clubs, community between other clubs, though we achieved great results. Either way, it was just for fun and to learn new experiences. We are planning another collaboration this December for IOTA contest round number 3 again, and we had such collaborations as VHF and UHF contest on contest location Psunj of 9 Alpha 1 Alpha Alpha Yankee Radio Club, like a couple of times, like for UHF summer camp, December camp, and stuff like that.
Thank you very much. So I'll keep on going. Also, youngsters are not only for SSB and RTTY, they also know CW, and here we have our three guys from our HST team. These are pictures from HST Balkan Cup and the Cup of Europe in Moldova. Unfortunately, Stefan passed away during that contest, but thankfully he's feeling better now. Of course, as you may have seen already, IOTA contest 9 Alpha 0 Alpha, which was basically in full sponsored by the Croatian Amateur Radio Association. We worked from Pašman, and it was a full-on de-expedition, so no electricity, no running water, no nothing. And we achieved quite a good result, even though we weren't really trying to. So we were pleasantly surprised with the results of that contest. And of course, you may notice an imposter here, Ljuba. He also participated with us, and then he's one of the more active Croatian members, yeah, even though he isn't Croatian. We'll see more of him later, of course. Some statistics as well for IOTA Contest 2024, the biggest contest for youngsters. We have quite a lot of results, so I will not read through all of them, but if you're interested, here there are. And all in all, we took 27.5% of all awards in Croatia. Well, Croatia took 27% of all YOTA awards. And since there are more than 3 countries participating, I think we took the majority. Of course, the HF Championship, run by youth for a few years in a row now, completely organized by youngsters and operated by youngsters, as we can see here. Youngsters mentored by older, more experienced hams, but all in all, about, what was it, 15 radio clubs and 30 to 40 youngsters participated in whole. So I think that's even though the results weren't great, Croatia was never HF Championship contender, so the results are actually quite great for given the fact that youngsters organized the whole contest for what is it, 3rd or 4th year in a row, something like that. 2nd, let's say 3rd. And of course, some of you may remember from last year we talked about Battleships on the Air. That's like a program that started as an idea on the Croatian YOTA in 2022, and it evolved into a full-on championship in Croatia between schools and the youngsters who could participate with their clubs or with their schools, basically playing the classic game of Battleships, but over the air. And we had 6 clubs and around 20 youngsters participating in this year's championship or league. Also, some of them, some radio clubs that didn't have youngsters at all, now have them just because of the things like this. And I think it's very productive because youngsters don't really care about CW or I don't know, CQ Worldwide SSB. It's not really something for them, but battleships are fun, and playing them over the radio gets them interested into radio, and then into CQ Worldwide SSB. And I'll finish with this presentation with some advice from youngsters to everybody else. A big mistake I see everybody makes. So everybody here has made this mistake when trying to get youngsters to get interested into radio. And the mistake is they're taking contesting too seriously. So if you take a contest too seriously, if you care about the score or care about the UBN or care about the bad results, youngsters will not stay, because if you call them to do a contest with you and then afterwards you start talking smack about them, that they are bad operators, that they don't know how to operate, that they have high UBN, low score, low rates, they will not come back. I wouldn't come back to a club that invited me to a contest and then said I'm a bad operator. If you don't take it seriously, if you say let's do this contest for fun, let's don't do a contest, let's do a barbecue, and let's turn on the radio and do some random contest on the side as a side activity. That's what is fun, and that's if you don't take it seriously, then they will stay. And how it's done at YU5R. So this year YU5R invited us to do a contest with them, and for me personally it was one of the most fun contests. Even though we didn't have a great score, we had the best time. We met great people, we had a lot of fun, and there was zero stress about the contest. We did, without stopping, 48 hours, yes. Yeah, for the condition the operators were in, the results are great, yeah. We did not burn a single amplifier. He burned an amplifier. So yeah, don't take contesting that seriously. If you want to go for a score, if you want to qualify for WRTC, if you want to do a world record, you can do that without youngsters. But if you want youngsters, you need to stop taking it seriously. Treat it as a hobby. This is a hobby. This isn't a job. This isn't a war. This isn't something serious. It should be fun. So when you stop treating contesting as something serious, something that important, it will become fun and it will attract more youngsters. And that's basically it from us. I think we have another presentation after us, so I kept it short. And we kept the slogan from last year, keep contesting alive, because youngsters are what keeps contesting alive, what keeps amateur radio alive, and without youngsters, amateur radio will die, literally. So thank you very much for listening, and yeah, keep contesting alive. If you have any questions, now would be the time.
Some 5 years ago, I was at the Zagreb Radio Fest, and I had a serious conversation with people who were in HRS. A complaint from the young people 5, 6 years ago. You guys don't want to listen to us, and they don't think we are important. It's what the serious talk about. You have to involve your young people, and I'm glad to see that what happens. Maybe a bit to the other side, but that's always been the movement. You are taking all the money now from HRS, I understood.
Not all the money, but all the activity budget, yes.
Complain soon, but I think it's a wonderful development, and on your recommendations, we need to tell the old guys, don't tell young people what they have to run. They can decide for themselves.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Is there anything you think you youngsters take serious in radio? I'll give you my example. It's Iona Street, in my case. Iona Street. Okay, now I might have since 1960. How about you?
Do we take anything seriously?
In that hobby?
Yes. I think everybody does, and it's different for everybody. And
Give me your example.
for me, for example, I have my own club, and I try to involve that club in as many activities of HRS as I can. And for us, the only serious part of amateur radio is not letting it die, keeping it alive. So, yeah, this is exactly why I'm here, and this is exactly what we are trying to do. The only really important thing. Exactly. Anything else, or we can go to the next presentation? Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, thank you.
Uh, Hello everybody. My name is Žiga, Sierra 50 Zulu Kilo. I'm here joined with Nate, Sierra 56 November Echo, and we are this year's representation of the Slovenian youth at Istra Contest Conference. Let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. I am the president of the Radio Club Vega, Sierra 59 Victor Echo Golf, the youngest radio club in Slovenia. And even though Nate doesn't want to say it, he's the best young contester in Slovenia right now that we have. Today I'm going to talk to you about some youth activities in our small little country. Let's first talk about Radio Club Vega. This is a newly established radio club. It became active in 2019 when me and some of my friends passed the ham license exam and started doing ham activities in our school, the Upper Secondary School of Electrical and Computer Engineering and Gymnasium of Ljubljana. So we have a lot of electrical engineers, engineering teachers that can help us, and students who are interested in the electrical engineering, and by that also in the hobby of amateur radio. Currently we have 53 members in our club, and the average age is 21 years old. So about 46 of those are youngsters, and some old people also joined. What are we doing? We are presenting amateur radio at every school exhibition we can do. We do amateur radio activities, also do some contests. And each year we have a ham exam. This year in 2024 we had 24 examees that all passed the highest SEPT license, the A class in Slovenia. We also organized some excursions, like we went to the Deutsches Technical Museum in Munich in the month of July as an excursion that was also partially financed by the ZRS. Some other radio club activities, for example, Radio Club Nika Šturma by the Sea in Sežana, Sierra 59 Alpha Bravo Lima, is organizing Jamboree on the Air activities with our local Jamboree club. And of course the Jota December months, we were active, Jakob, Anya and Nates were active in 2023 with the call sign Sierra 50 Yankee Oscar Tango Alpha. Yeah, we also joined Handcamp Friedrichshafen, where we met a lot of cool guys from Europe, and we were starting to make some great friendships, and of course dinners and drinks weren't missing, so we had a lot of fun there. ARDF is really popular in Slovenia. We have a young ARDF team, which sadly couldn't join us, but we also tried ARDF for ourselves on Jota Camp, which I'll talk about a bit more later. And of course, the most popular activity between youngsters in Slovenia is Summits of the Air. In our country, you can access the sea and go to the mountains in about an hour drive. So this is two pictures. The first one is from high chair, the activation Sierra 5 Kilo Alpha 001. 2,238 meters high, which we visited in July, and then in August went to the highest mountain in Slovenia, Triglav, Yankee Alpha 001 SOTA activation point. It's 2,864 meters high, and it's when you come to this mountain as a Slovenian, you become a real Slovenian. Like, this is one of the things you must do in your life. We also have a remote ham radio station that is accessible to all the youth through the remote ham radio website or the program. And it's at the Sierra 53 mic location, which was the presentation this morning. It's active a lot of time, but when they are doing activation or contests, is offline. So you have to do it. You have to find the right time to do some contacts, because they are very active at the club and it's not free a lot of time. And of course, contesting, we are most active in the three-round Jota contest. The last round in July, I think it was. The most active people were Jakob, Sierra 5 2 Kilo Juliet, Nate Sierra 5 6 November Echo as D7 DX, and then of course Aljaž, another Aljaž, me at the Sierra 5 3 APR contest station, and Patrick, Lara, Philip, Patrick again, and I forgot her name. Sorry. Yeah, I'm bad with names. So yeah, we're really active in contesting the most, and I hope we could be more active in some other contests, maybe one day in big contests, not just the IOTA contest. And of course, we visited the IOTA summer camp for the first time in 8 years. This year it was me, Jakob, Nate, and Primož. We were the Slovenian team. We had a lot of fun there, a lot of activities that the Croatian team also talked about, but most important of all was meeting people there and having fun with everyone. So by that we got the Slovenia My Favorite Country award for Martina with the signees of all the other participants, and of course the group picture of our radio club members, including Jules and Amelia, who joined us. That's it that's all from my side. If you want to follow our activities, we have the IOTA Slovenia Facebook and Instagram page and the ZRS site, and the radio club activities on the website and Instagram and Facebook. Thank you. Any questions about anyone? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Message me on Discord. Anything else? No. Okay. Jules, you're up.
I know it wasn't planned, but I'm just going to do a little quick presentation about what's going on in France. I know not a lot of people here care about France, but here we go. So basically, what's happening in France is in a complete different level as you guys are. These are the numbers, which are basically low as hell. But we are getting there. We are literally starting from zero since the Croatian camp. So we are actually proud of these numbers, and we are starting with REF to get some activities and getting some youngsters there. And the cool thing is now we have official program into schools that motivates people to pass the license and show a lot of large panel of activities directly into high schools and things like that, which is cool for getting into the hobby and get licensed, and after that keep the guys active. So the activities on these years, of course, as you all guys do, we do the December IOTA month, which is actually the most popular activity here in France because I'm not gonna lie, they're like maybe not as committed as we are, but still it's a good thing because you don't need actually a lot of things. You just go to a radio club, you just can do it from home. So this is actually like a good thing where they have a lot of fun. And this year we also did a contest. We did the CQWPX SSB at the F6 KOP Radio Club, and in the previous years we also did our first national meeting. And to sum up all this, this is our first national meeting when we did the F6 KOP using this call sign, and we basically it wasn't really official whatsoever, but it was actually cool, and so we had the opportunity to use the big gun stations, and we had this thing where people were sharing technical knowledge about basically anything. And so here we have Maxime sharing Q100, and here Romain F4 IDF sharing about how to integrate LTE into amateur radio, which was actually pretty cool. And here we have also the rest of the event, which was basically very active. We had a lot of people coming, and a lot of fun times. Yeah, quick thing about DYM. These are how the awards looks like now. And we also do the Yoda contest, which you all know by now. And this is some pictures about the contest within the F6 KOP. We managed to gather 17 people from 8 different countries, which was pretty cool. And yeah, here the goal was not, as you said, to do any score or taking anything seriously. It was just straight to have fun. And as you can see, they're all having fun, and we all have a great time. The Belgian actually made waffles there. We wasn't expecting that, but that was absolutely cool. So yeah, a great fun time there, and I hope we can do that again soon. And yeah, we also do this thing, which is started as a joke, but the number of call signs actually increased, and it's basically memes over the air, and we just use some funny call signs and have fun during the month of July, August. And yeah, this year we had a lot of participants, which were basically Yoda between 16 and 25 years old. So same thing, nothing really official, but still in the plenty of fun, and that's the goal of it. So yeah, and now we also have an award thing which can generate awards and also a little bit funny. And yep, that's about it. Thank you very much, and hope to meet you in France, August 2025. Thank you. Oh, no questions, of course. Oh, come on. In August 2025, the next Yoda summer camp is happening, and it's technically officially announced. We just need some time. Yes. We just need some time to diffuse the information. I mean, maybe I'm also lazy to do that. But soon, trademark.